Hail, friends! As I took my first steps into the town, it should have been a happy reunion.
Took you long enough,
And the rising...
You must be the famous Eternal I've heard so much about.
Pleasure's all mine, Roland. We exchanged smiles and handshakes. So far, so good. I didn't sense any signs of deceit, but nothing's ever simple when it comes to astrals. So...
Yes, there's no escaping my past.
Hey, if you...
It's a deal. I'm sure I'll earn my...
My gut was telling me I needed to keep an eye on this Roland guy, too.
Name's Id.
Ah, put it there. Jeez, he had a crushing grip. Suddenly, my body... One that gave me... You know how pressure builds up before a dance? That's the best way I could describe... I've fought my share of tough guys before, but this... Seems like the power gauging went both ways. What's up?
Nothing.
I was afraid it would come to this. I checked myself into a room for a few nights. Since I've got nothing else on my plate, I figure you guys could use another handyman. I'm more like a handy army, if you will. Although I had persuaded Id to spar with me one-on-one, there was little to learn when the stakes were non-existent. Thankfully, the gods threw...
Help! We've got monsters!
The waterfront.
Id looking shook was a rare sight to see. That place must have meant something to
Just our luck.
I'll go ask Roland if we can borrow a ship!
Damn it.
This was my chance to see how Id reacted. If you don't mind the squeeze, I've got my...
Good idea! No monsters!
Got it.
My plan went to... This place we're heading to.
Yeah. I promised the people...
And there's no time to wait. Last thing I wanted on my lives were at stake.
I see him up ahead.
Let's move.
Roger Dodger. Let's take care of this lickety-split.
Their numbers are absurd.
Calm down, kid. You and I can handle twice this much.
Guess so. I'm going in.
Oh, yeah. Take it!
It's over! Rotura! Over here! Take this!
It's another wave. This'll be easy.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate news for my investigation.
I need you to go all out here. So then?
Oops. Spaced out there for a sec. I'm with you.
Hungo! What's the matter?
Right where I want you.
Bring it! Harris!
I see through you.
It's over! Back off!
You guys! We got more trouble! Monsters are all over the village!
You're kidding me.
Stay focused here, Id. Leave the village to the captain.
Yeah, okay. Let's wrap this up.
Let's play! Tasty! Over!
Aha. That must be their gem.
It's a bold army! Where'd they all come from?
I've got this. No match for me!
Holy crap. Now that's power.
Oh yeah! Time for the Id show!
Incoming!
That's the Crypt Keeper who keeps raising the dead.
Die! What's the... Ha! Thought you had Tear them apart! Get a load of this! Tasty! Oh look! It's raining swords! Hunger!
I can't believe what I'm seeing. He's unstoppable.
I know, right? This dragon form is freaking first. And now everyone thinks it's the coolest thing.
Is that right? Never would have guessed.
What's the matter? Nowhere to hide. Tasty! Rokuda, we got this! Cat and mouse! You're done! Let's go! You got it! Hunger! What's the matter?
They can summon too.
Cat and mouse! Tasty! Oh, hey, thought you had me?
Don't mind if I do.
Bring it! Let's play! Say goodnight! Come on, all together!
Yeah, that power's bad news.
What's with you?
Ah, sorry. Had a rock in my shoe.
All right. Now for the village. I hope we are not too...
Ade's entire body twitched with impatience. Go on ahead with Vern. I'll stick around here to mop up and...
Thanks.
Come on.
I watched them depart. That power of his is often to think. He demonstrated such devastating... Tackling godlike entities was par for the course for us Eternals. Frankly, in his current state, fully powered or not, the instant he if he ever figures out how to unlock the secrets of...
I smell a new mission. Easier than eating apples. Ready for some action? Fatties ain't got nothing on you. Nice.
All right.
I smell a new mission.
Looking for that special loaf? Look no further. I've got all sorts of items.
What can I help you with?
Good day.
Spruce up your home. Limited time only. I'm slashing all my prices in half.
Haha, let's kick some tail.
Found anything you like? I've got a few more options behind the counter.
Ready Ready for some action? Easier than eating apples.
Forever pure, forever right.
Nice. Well, now.
I'll beat your ass.
So then,
I smell a new mission.
Let's see. Looks
so then.
Welcome, folks. Look at you. You found me something nice. Pleasure doing business with you.
not bad.
No way. So then.
What do we have here? Huh.
Yeah, honey.
Let's kick. Hell, fatties ain't got nothing on you.
Looking for that special loaf? Look no further. I've got all sorts.
Ready for some action? Mission complete. Fresh veggies for sale. Pumpkins as big as
Looking
your
for
head.
that special loaf? Look no further. I've got all sorts of items. So then...
Can I have a second?
Ready for some action?
Incredible.
Daddies ain't got nothing on you.
Wow. Let's see.
Nice.
So then.
Ready for some action? Mission complete.
Let's see.
Welcome. Appreciate the support.
Ooh. Don't worry, I've still got room to grow. Always room to improve, huh? Nifty. Huh. Guess I don't have limits. Don't worry, I've still got room to grow. Huh. Guess I don't have limits. Heh. Ooh. That'll do. Always room to improve, huh? Don't worry, I've still got room to grow. Nifty.
love to take this skill for a spin. Ooh. Great. Sometimes you have to face the monster. Practice makes perfect. I can grow even stronger. Nice! Great! Good. Sometimes you have to face the monster.
Let's talk. I can make just about anything. What should I strengthen? I'll handle it. How about that? Right, let's go. Giving your weapons some juice, eh? Good. I'll unlock its hidden potential. Always aim for the top. Your weapons won't betray you.
Let's see. Come to view the requests?
The 11th hour was approaching fast. I wanted to... His power is a ticking time bomb. You want to live... Sky Dwellers, to a certain extent, possess something called a boundary imprint, which links... That fear wouldn't stop haunting me. Who's to say the kid would be smoking piles of ash by the time we decided to...
In other words...
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, I disagree.
When I asked her why, she said I'd fallen prey to confirmation bias.
We know good people who once threatened to upset the sky's balance.
She added that the captain's journey was fraught with danger, and you think Id can be...
Yes. He'll prove himself...
She always knew how to... Heck. Part of me... Fair enough. I'll put... A gentle breeze cooled my skin as a church bell signaled the coming hour. It was a lovely day, And yet there I was, playing Price. Still had no idea how he got his powers in the first. The guy did anything and everything for folk. Yes, Twain was It boasted an impressive resume that proved his worth. No, snap out of it, Sofan. As it turned out, not everyone spoke so glowingly of the brooding soul.
Yes, he did save me from danger.
May I ask why?
He tore through monsters like paper. Does it make
The masses fear power beyond their comprehension. If we could keep a tight lid on id's might, then even if I wanted to give id. Another. I leaned on the deck rail. This is it. I'd arrived at the spot where id had rescued Roland. Wasn't traversing dimensions something only that I risk letting a kid who's capable can't hold it against him that his astral foster mother led him down a path of. Don't be stupid. Unlike the other I hated that annoying voice. He's too dangerous to be left alive. The voice began pestering me after I teamed. Good luck. It sounded exactly like me. Because it was me. Id has an imprint. What with him being a sky dweller and all. I was no expert in that Of course, I'd take it with a hefty dose of salt. Fine. I won't beat a dead horse, but here's some food. A searing vision ripped through my skull. Where do I even... There was a dragon. Presumably, the ultimate strength belonged to him. And he... Big deal. It had a 1 in a billion... Neat trick. Who was I for? So long as id drew breath. As much as I wanted to slap the smirk off my... Sorry, Twain. I can't wait for your judgment. Suddenly, Anra's words rang in my...
Sometimes making impartial decisions...
True enough, old friend. If that makes me public enemy number 1...
What's this all about?
Id eyed me with great suspicion, and he had every right to do so. Thanks for coming on such short notice. It wasn't going to be I told him about his boundary imprint. The boundary's power. Prevention is the best cure. Meaning you've got to go. In my mind, I pictured a dragon's silhouette, racing through the sky.
I see.
Considering the gravity of what I'd just told him.
I can't dispute the fact that my power has the...
His eyes burned with the...
But here's the rub. I'm indebted to the people of these skies, and I aim to repay them. The Sky Realm...
I knew he was doing everything in his power to help.
Come hell or high water.
He made a big show of drawing his great... Fine then. We were both swordsmen, and we knew... so far. Alright, buddy. Throw the kitchen sink at me.
I have no intention of losing to you.
Let's play. We need to... Cat and mouse. Tasty. Nice. Who knew you could keep up with me?
Save your breath. You're going to need it.
Man, it really sucks you couldn't have met under better circumstances. What's the matter? One, now watch out for any big attacks.
You won't hold back.
Good. I like a fun challenge.
You should be able to dodge this, right?
There it is, punk.
You won't won't escape me!
Hungo! Cat and mouse! Hungo! Oh, it's on now. Ha! Thought you had me? Bring it! Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Tasty! I'll have you know. Let's play! Infinito Creare!
I'll kick your ass!
Bye-bye! Farewell!
Awaken! Your dawn has arrived! Become my power!
Breathe at least.
So on! Resist!
What's the matter? Rotunda! Cat and mouse! Let's play! Over here! Let's see what you got!
I won't lose myself ever again!
So you can rein in the dragon. What a surprise.
I'll prove it!
That'd be awesome if you could, kid. But I just don't see it happening.
Hungo! What's the matter? I've heard the story. You and Mommy Dearest tried your very best to wipe out Zega Grande.
Must atone. Till I gain it.
Over
It's
here!
the coward's way out!
That's all well and good. But the best way for you to take responsibility is to realize the danger you pose to everyone. Alley-oop! There it is! Or you're going too easy on me. Go ahead and step it up.
That's not good. I'm totally gonna take that out.
Hungo! Cat and mouse! Tasty! Right for hooks! Angela, step up! Now, the finale! The sword sovereign reveals his strength! 100,000 espadas! Tough luck, kid. I finally broke through it. The kid wasn't a monster. Far from it. But I
refuse.
To my surprise, he wobbled back up on trembling.
You won't stop me from...
Then I guess we're about to find out. Neither of us spoke at this critical juncture. We raised our swords, and suddenly, there... Crap! The instant I saw that quivering arrow shaft sticking out from the ground. I'd been busted by the Goody Two-Shoe Squad, and I did it. Wayan reached me first.
Now that's weird.
No, really, what could I say?
That's enough, Sylvan! Why are you... Yeah, what's got into you guys?
Look, we've still got a situation.
Knock it off, dummy.
It took a second for the slap. The others stood there in uncomfortable silence.
You still trust me?
Knowing when to cut your losses is a value. The captain had this uncanny ability to inspire hope ever since I first met the captain. If I ever stumbled down a hole and vanished from the face. So back to the question. Yeah. My beef with the Dragon Kid was all. I never have and never will lose faith in the captain.
Yeah?
Can I have a second?
I smell a new mission. Mission complete.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So then...
I smell a new mission.
But... Give it what it wants.
Yes, can I help you?
Right.
Well, this outcome notwithstanding, this mess was on me.
Forget it. I still don't get that bounty.
Great. Way to twist that knife into my guilty heart. He and the captain...
Last thing I'll say about it is this. I'm going to keep using my power for... So, if you let me...
Say, you ever heard... It means... Those who wonder if the kids ever heard that expression. I was offering him an olive branch by laying down my arms. Of course, don't get me wrong, Id. You haven't earned my complete trust yet. But it looked like he wanted to get something off his chest.
This is going to sound silly, but...
Huh? Jealous? He lost me there. Captain Ag... Oh,
You're special. No one else gets the same level of snark or ribbing. You guys share an affinity beyond regular crewmates.
Yeah? Huh. I mulled it over. Yeah. Like the way siblings... Huh? But age-wise, that wouldn't make any sense. I swear. Curse you, kid, for spoiling the mood.
Hey, Sylvan! This letter...
Awesome. Once we'd returned to town, I had drafted... My hands trembled ever so slightly as I unsealed the envelope, and I hadn't sugarcoated any of the details. I judged Id to be a threat. Me in the old days would have been like, slay first, ask later. The leader of the Eternals is always right.
Dear Sovan, I read your report with rapt interest. People change all. As we've seen with Foer and Seox, the Eternals are no exception. Even an old coot such as myself has managed to learn. By that logic, you would simply be the newest member to undergo a long overdue. Sincerely, Onra.
Looks like Onra was letting my bonehead mistake slide without too much. People change all the time. It sounded so obvious.
Hey, Sovan! Come help.
It's always nice to feel one. Your wish? It would seem my trials and... Before leaving this skydom, I'd... A lazy bones, am I? So wouldn't that make... I feel...
The Grand Cipher, its crew. But there I was, on the dock. How did I get roped into this, you might be asking? You see, it began a few days prior. What drew my attention to the piece, with Sierra Carte acting as an intermediary. The artist agreed to field my questions. In exchange, I and a select few would have to pose for a new... But, returning to the topic at hand, once the portrait session concluded...
Well, I'm not sure if I can explain it without sounding insane.
In other words, she's...
I don't know. I'm probably the only...
Such sharp perception. If the health of the sky is in actual decline, even the tiniest, most imperceptible change can to ignore warning signs, no matter how...
Wind element. Wind element.
Lyria closed her eyes and beseeched the primal to appear.
Huh? That's weak.
According to Lyria, she'd spoken to the Primal as little as...
I don't like where this is going. I think...
The captain nodded in agreement.
As far as I'm aware, Tempeal's recovery has been trouble-free.
The only way to know for certain was to see it for ourselves. Peace had barely returned to Zega Grande Skydom, and now chaos. The self-proclaimed handyman known as Roland had joined our astral though he may be. He was a close ally of the crew. To think there existed an astral who had laid his life on the line for the good of the...
Wait, there's some...
Allow me to amplify your energy, Lyric.
Sure.
Once again, the Prime... It's becoming clear that the wind element is... Ever since the four Primarchs relinquished their oversight of the tech... Yet I also sensed a faint foreign dissonance. One which was different from the irregularity and...
Hang on. I finally got...
A chill washed over my body, judging from the look of panic on Lyria's face.
I was hoping I was wrong, but this... Oh no, not this icky pressure.
That can't be.
Here it comes!
A turbulent gale nearly launched us off our feet. It appeared force was our... Give us no choice. We shall make you see...
Hate to say it, undermine you still fully feel the battle race.
I'm so sorry, Jordan. Even after we beat on Granblue,
Ready!
you never completely went away.
We'll find a solution later. First, let us concentrate on subduing this beast.
Oh, Puritan, we're going to save you!
Here comes the big one!
Yes, steel yourself.
By his light!
Here it comes!
Focus on evasion.
Everyone, come to me! Lord of Light, come forth!
Great job, Lyria. Hurricane is changing its form. It may have new tricks up its sleeve. Be ready for anything.
Finally, shows its true face. Very well. Then I won't hold back either.
Wait, listen to him, or else we're sitting ducks.
Through. Farewell. Into the light. Like taking cutting swing. Go. Farewell. Go.
Well done.
Don't give it even a moment's respite. No! You're through! Farewell! Let us... You one more push and victory is ours.
You can do it!
Still!
Okay, Lyria. Your turn.
Got it! I'm sorry for what you had to suffer through.
Lyria's calming words soothed the Primal. Now that Furican was... We could only hope that we had seen the last of Furican.
Lilith, you see...
The infamous Angra Mainyu was not what I had expected. Hearing
I still don't get it, though. Why don't Gusty wait until now to start kicking up a storm?
I have my guess. You see, during my old research days, we astral...
The primal beasts of Zega Grande formed pacts with the islands to serve as their guardians. It had been Roland who convinced the masses to worship these obvious treachery was responsible for Tempeal's misfortunes.
With that being said,
Having lived in Zega Grande for so long, Roland knew an irregularity when he saw. Was it simply a case of lost confidence?
So if we don't restore that faith...
yes, that is the natural conclusion. I'm afraid
Such optimism. Though his reasoning... May I interject?
What's wrong? You sound...
As far as Zega Grande is concerned, Furican is the next closest thing to the wind element itself. We find ourselves in a predicament where...
Wait, what?
You'd better start talking.
Gladly. However, the problem... And so, I recounted how the island... All because I had disrupted the fire, water, earth, and I was convinced this loss of buoyancy had made its way to Zega Grande. The process could take as long as a century, or as little as a year.
A collapse of the balance.
So, just because the Islanders don't believe in Furican...
More or less.
I can't sense the elements at all.
Maintaining the balance was paramount. Restoring faith in the primal beasts. I presented my idea to Roland.
You make a sound point. Right then. Leave it to Mr. Fix-It.
Roland had the trust of the townspeople, so the wind element was incapable.
Well, guess it's up to us to handle the rest. It'll be fun taking another tour.
It always seems like we're heaping more in...
Not at all.
You know what to do, Id.
I'm on it.
With a strategy in place, we set off for the next. But I believed in the potential of Skydwell.
Yeah? Yes, can I help you?
Our homes, our livelihoods.
We paid a visit to an old monastery on Lotania Island. Try as I might, my questioning was...
It is a pleasure to see you all again.
Historiath, a woman who had played a vital...
You chose an inopportune time to visit. A section of permasnow inconceivably...
That explained the flock of distraught individuals milling about. A dramatic climate shift is certainly to blame for the unexpected, but there were more important things to worry about. For now, I brushed it aside in favor of helping the Islanders.
This news doesn't appear to faze you.
I explained how faith in the primeval gods was connected to the state of the elements.
Does this mean we'll...
That is ultimately not. I would rather use force as a last resort. Furican's frenzied out. These people were reaching their breaking points. To assault a god.
Given that our esteemed primeval god governs sequestration...
That could, in a manner of speaking, a primeval god locked behind a door would elevate the divine. It was worth a try. Couldn't be any...
Oh, primeval god.
The sanctum doors shuddered and drew to a close. As they clicked shut, a wolf-like... To my surprise, the snowfall grew slightly.
It seems Managarmer's...
The clouds over Lotania grew thicker and banished the sun's rays from... If the brutal cold is what its tenants cried out for, then who was I to judge?
Whenever I need inspiration to formulate a harebrained scheme...
Zothba chuckled as we stared. The crew hid in the shade of a monolithic rock formation to This island, like the previous two we'd come from, showed signs of irregularity. I sensed the same lingering dissonance.
While we're holed up here trying to beat the heat...
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ha! Spoken like a Anyway, we're pals now.
I think that was the first time I'd seen... He went on to explain that this entire region was occupied by an immense structure. They were protected by the primal's power of fortification. Excavalion blessed the desert, harsh as it was. Every day,
Those prayers must have been what fueled that emotion.
That changed when Roland sealed away Excavalion during the war, causing the final nail in the coffin was hammered in by the Church of... Even if such a disaster hadn't transpired, faith in Excavalion had hit its peak near... Let's see what we have to... For one, there was sand. Lots of sand.
Huh. What? You think I sit behind a big desk just to stroke...
I squinted at the dune Zothba was pointing to. A figure crested its peak, looking like a...
Ladies and gentlemen, who's got what it takes to be a millionaire?
On the spunky Harvin's signal.
We already picked the place clean of the good stuff, but they don't have to know that. Nothing mobilizes...
So this was the man's grand design. A treasure hunting venture. If word of riches reached gullible ears, a base of operations could easily grow into a true village.
Our cut is 30%. Don't worry.
Regardless of wealth's powerful allure, still, we would have to wait until enough people settled on...
Yo, boss, I did it!
Since when have I ever gone back on my word?
Sometimes to get results, one needs to be unconventional. Zothba, the information broker. I did not think it possible to exceed Dolly's heat until I arrived on Fondom. Given that even here, the dissonance was present on this island too.
When I was trapped in Vulcan Bola's crystal, I could almost...
Lyria had been shown an ancient memory, one in which put differently, Vulcan Bola was a primal that
It was supposed to gather everyone...
She couldn't bring herself to finish her thought. But her frown and downcast eyes said all that fear is a natural part of life. It allows a creature to... Mortals are generally rational beings, but it can be hard not to succumb. Whatever objective the Astrals aspired to achieve, it was incompatible with the wishes on account of the endless dread harbored within its body.
The Astrals saw that things weren't going well. After Vulcan Bola damaged...
Without the guardianship of a primal beast, Dolly's lands began to wither, while the volcanic dome... No one could be expected to live a life of constant fear. We would be hard...
So you got a plan for fixing up the fire?
Yes. If the current situation were left to fester, then the sky would...
Oh, there you are. Goodness, you folks...
Fix it, dude!
As Roland jogged over to us, robes...
Zothba told me I'd find you here. I'm happy to announce that
Roland told us the whole story, and we want to do our...
You've done so much for us, and we've repaid so little of your kindness. As representatives of...
Roland had held a forum with the peoples of Folka and Seed Hollow.
By exposing people to the real Vulcan Bola, I think it's
In addition to monitoring the primal, the observatory would become the destination for...
We were humbled by your efforts to put...
Our resources are your resources. Whatever happens, rest assured...
It was evident that the resolve of these Sky Dwellers was strong.
Unfortunately, I have another bit of news to share.
Roland's smile vanished, and a steely gaze took its place.
A scouting team from Seed Hollow filed several reports.
My body suddenly went numb with apprehension.
It was Lilith's.
No one moved. No one dared.
That's impossible.
The astral named Lilith should be long at the bottom of the skies. We fly. The Grand Cipher lifted off with a complement of stupefied passengers. We raced to the top of the tower as fast as our legs could carry us, though none of us... Our vigilant eyes spotted nothing out of the ordinary. And it finally dawned on me. The trickles of dissonance I had felt...
Did you sense something, Sandal?
As a matter of fact, I noticed a faint disturbance on the...
that doesn't...
According to Roland and the captain, the Vayoi was an amalgamation of debris and primal crystals.
Now that you mention it, I think I sense Angra Mainyu.
You mean to suggest we defeated
a mere spare. Even if it wasn't the primal's true form, I could not believe Lilith, however. Lilith had reverted to her original form after the battle.
Let's assume that Angra Mainyu's real body survived without a scratch. It won't take...
Right on cue. A spine...
Place the crystals upon that.
And yet, the Dark Prophetess was nowhere to be found. With her disembodied voice still ringing in our ears, We drew our weapons, ready to battle with an enemy we couldn't see.
Granblue. Oh, door to world. Her voice is coming from another dimension. So she is.
A rematch with an astral thought dead was the...
Kid, I know this must be painful for you.
I know.
You make it sound like opening.
My good dragon. Don't you remember this little beauty?
Roland proudly held up a transceiver. He boasted that it was an Granblue would be lurking as soon as Roland flipped a switch on the transceiver.
After you, Captain. Roger that.
The captain followed the signal, and with a weighty swing of "Allow me," I focused the power of the Prime with a shrill crash. The gate
Bell, the internet.
Lilith's voice rang crystal clear from within.
Follow me!
Roland took charge and leapt into the gaping come hell or high water. We were putting in...
I hear Lilith, but she's nowhere to be found.
We can leave her be for now. Focus on the colossal primal in front of us. Good choice.
Well, certainly.
We act as one. No.
Steady.
I have you. Fine. No way out. I have you.
Yeah, we did.
What can I say? I'll take the next one.
Wide open. Dance off folder. I could get used to this.
Pleasure working with you.
Yes. Our theme
That one
is
be perfect.
very nice.
You insult me. No quarter.
Don't let up.
Use this power to protect the skies. I can relate.
Into the light. I have you.
Right through.
Thunder.
Playtime.
Let's do this.
Wow.
Press on.
Nice hustle, team.
And let's maintain our good
Glad
form.
to be of service.
Hold these 6 wings.
Show yourself. Stop hiding.
She repeated herself over and over. This is absurd.
Let us prepare for the next
Keep
run.
going.
I have you. Come on, you dare. Challenge my none escape.
No escape. Here goes.
Let's see what you got.
Be done.
No mercy.
Tear them apart.
The end. Go.
You got it.
I'm ready. Onward. Not bad.
Don't mind if I
Of
do.
course.
Understood.
We destroyed something.
Great job.
Your life is forfeit. Enough. Very well. I'm so forth. Silva.
Now it's getting good. The sword sovereign rising.
There's no way out. My tissue. Toya.
Here goes.
Thunder.
Now I see what this is all about. Lilith left behind a reverberation hex.
What the hell is that?
It means this poor beast is still bound to follow its master's orders.
Into the light. Light take you. I'll do it. Press on.
Thanks for covering my eye.
Where would you be without us?
You're through. Incoming. Get ready to dodge.
Are you hurt?
On wings of radiance. Not quite. You are one in the soul. By his light! Judgment! I have you! I have you! On the double! I break you!
Look at you go.
Officially! Brace yourself! For retribution!
Time for payback!
Way ahead of you. Time is right.
Look there! Just a little bit more!
Right. It's time we end this. You've met your match. I got you. Rest in peace.
Farewell, Lilith. It's finally over.
Were all our quests so smooth? Once we had pacified Angra Mainyu,
You're free now, Angra Mainyu.
it wasn't quite a eulogy, but hopefully it was enough of a goodbye.
As I'm sure you've all surmised, Lilith...
Then she's really gone.
I'm sorry,
Sleep well, Angra Mainyu.
Well, I'm glad we put that matter to rest.
It would not be in the Sky Realm's best interest to allow this I envisioned what would happen if Pandemonium or Etemenanki crashed into the
Not to worry. Just as Voyoi was assembled from assorted items across Sega Grande, so too should it dissolve into myriad vestiges before making a descent. Though I do feel sorry for the other...
That would require an apology. Perhaps I should bring confections when the opportunity availed itself. That is, assuming the denizens of the...
Come to view the requests?
In the wake of our element-stabilizing endeavor, recovery was slow. If Sky Dwellers and primal beasts could return to live, I visited the islands again, blessed by the warm sun. Meanwhile, the monks of Melos were still busy. A contingent of workers led by the family Zathba had unearthed flights to Fondom from Folka and Seed Hollow had begun serving. Come laughter, tears, or pain, they possess unlimited potential to overcome any manner. As the Supreme Primarch, it was my duty. Sky Dwellers are strong. A time will come when they no longer need the... And as we fade in importance, did he continue to advance Sky? The ability to forget is a double-edged sword. When the primals of Sega Grande no longer had a role to play, what if these primals had influenced the elements in a bid to affirm before me? The sky stretched out. Lucifer once wondered what makes the sky blue. Would mortals and primals ever stop fighting? Oh, am I a bit early? The portrait we posed for on the docks of Folka was complete, so I had plans to meet the... However, its humble halls were empty. Don't get the wrong idea. I have absolutely no interest in vanity. I was, however, curious, but it was quiet in the church. What I wouldn't give for just one cup. I'd grown used to waiting on mortals. I could reanalyze our previous...
Sleepyhead.
Was someone...
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
I was still groggy coming out of my accidental nap, but...
Heard you're a coffee fiend, so I brought you my famous Zathba blend.
You failed to mention it was brewed with natural water melted from the purest snow of Lotania.
Sandalphon, my boy, how do you feel about...
Try some of Seed Hollow's finest flour.
All right. Let the poor...
What had I done to deserve this? Think, Sandalphon.
You had no idea so many people wanted to...
I did not think I had done anything to warrant such an outpouring.
Look at it this way.
As I fumbled for an excuse to escape the...
Goodness.
Turnout. What was this? The merchant presented me with a board wrapped in cloth. Lucifer, I felt as if my eye... Lyria and Vern peered over my...
Wow, you look so...
My identity as the Supreme Primarch had never been revealed to the artist.
If you want, I could arrange for a replacement.
No, that won't be necessary. I'll take it. The pure arrogance of mistaking myself for Lucifer. Yet somehow, it felt... Where would I hang it up?
right, see you. Hello there.
Upon my arrival in Zega Grande, the crew introduced me to Id. When Sovan gave a big smile as he shook hands, something about his mannerisms led me to believe that he too had suffered a— Would it be alright if I lent a hand with— Now that I was here, I decided to make myself useful. Maybe then I'd gain—
I must atone for—
As the story went, the Church of Avia sought to throw— Yet as far as I could tell, the people of Folk— This swordsman had made sacrifices for the well-being of others. But in fact, there was one person— When I heard about the dragon power that had been sealed in his body— For him, it's a burden he'll have to— One day, Sovan and Id were called away on an emergency.
His power is a ticking time bomb. You want—
Whatever threat he saw in Id seemed to have rattled him. I didn't want to dismiss, so I'm going to withhold judgment, and suddenly Sovan motioned for me to zip it. His eyes darted. At any rate, I had to step up, and what better way to stick close to Id without raising— Now, when Id said he did everything, he was not exaggerating. Monster slaying? Of course. Finding a missing dog? I could see him doing that. Helping the townspeople was a welcome break from the family Zothba's as Zothba likes to say, business is business. I shared info about knowing that he hadn't grown up alone was of some— Regardless, I kept hacking away at the ever-expanding— We'd come to Dolly, his old stomping grounds. From my vantage point— Id, move to your nut! My partner charged forward while I—
I'm safe.
As I tried to calm the shaking woman, I noticed a haphazard trail of loot. I'll go collect your card. I was turning to look his way just as he cleaved. I think Alrighty then. Time for this archer to— My associate Id will keep you safe while I collect your stuff. Be right back.
Okay. Thank you.
Go on. I got this.
Watch it, Swayin! Big bad wolves!
These pups are in for a rough time. Centered. I have you. Oh my. Let's start with the first piece. Alrighty, on to number 2. I sure hope nothing's happened to our merchant while we were gone.
I wouldn't worry too much about
Over here!
that. She's got
Time's up! No escape! Valiant leap! Between the eyes, with all my might. Looks like this one is history. What could you be? There you are.
Look up! Look up! They're above you!
Not to worry. I'll take them all out in one foul swoop. As the saying goes, birds of a feather die together.
Uh-huh.
What's this? Now for the third. Might be useful. Achieve this!
Ambush! Get away, you fiend!
Help me!
Come on! Covering! Over here!
There's nothing like having your own head to hold the fort.
Picture! Between the eyes! Over here! Firing! Picture the arrow. Time's up!
They just keep coming! But we'll show them who's boss!
Circus of arrows! Let's go! Let's see you run! Between the eyes! Eat this! Picture the arrow. Picture this. You're mine! Your fate was sealed from the very moment I laid eyes on you. Center. Eat this! Center. Picture the arrow. Here's a gift! Valiant Reed! Here goes. On through! You're done! Between the eyes! Center. You tricked me! You're a monster in sheep's clothing!
Wow! Not cool, lady. It's busting out all the stops to protect you.
Eat this! Picture the arrow. Stay where you are and don't move. We'll keep you safe no matter what.
Right what it is.
Chase defeat! Wipe them out! Picture this! You're mine! Got this! Valiant Reed! Boom! Picture this! Chase defeat!
Wha-bam! Down for the count!
It looks all clear to me. I'm not seeing any more foes.
Thank goodness.
Are you sure that guy's on the— There was that wording. It's all right. We'd slain every last enemy, and I caught Id's gaze for the briefest instant. He's not your enemy, he's a friend. It was no use.
Sorry.
With a subdued apology, Id turned on his heel and headed for the ship. Once Id left the scene, I'm sorry, I felt compelled to say something. The woman opened her mouth to speak, though nothing came. Change wasn't going to happen overnight. As we pulled into Fulka, some jumped up and down while others waved in jubilation. The man of the hour himself was taken up. He'd touched the hearts of many, serving as Fulka's hand. Having had the pleasure of working, he wasn't big on words, and when he did speak, it was short and to the point. I sensed no bitter, nor did I sense a deep-seated. His positive reputation stood. Be that as it may, Sovan was correct. People who didn't know him would easily mistake his right. According to Roland, the force that devastated Dolly, the future is not mine to predict. However, Dolly was empty. Not that I expected visitors. In the hubbub of trying to keep broken structures from the disaster 15 years ago lay half-baked. I spotted a rusted seesaw. After cresting a dune, how was I supposed to handle it? Was I to judge this man so beloved by his I was so lost in thought that I didn't
This used to be...
What was he holding?
Oh.
Turns out he made frequent trips to Dolly.
Lilith found me here.
He looked down at his feet and...
This wasteland, his versus legacy.
It himself wasn't to blame. But with such devastation quietly resting within him, power and responsibility go hand. There's nothing inherently wrong about wanting to get stronger. In the beginning, I saw a bit of myself in it. He, however, had a strong... It hurts to admit that I was once beguiled by my own weapon, the two-crown bow. It as he is right now, still. Hey, mind if I ask you something? Let's say you're...
If that's what it takes to save lives, then yeah.
So he was ready to put his life after a short pause.
Because even if worst comes to worst, I know the captain will knock me on.
With that, he stared off into the desert sky. I couldn't help but smile. Winning people over when you're on an entirely different plane. He'll tolerate the jeers, the scorn, and the acrimony. It was finally clear what I had to do. Upon my return to Seed Hollow, a member of...
I hereby challenge Twain of the Eternals to a duel.
Not sure who this Galanza On the other hand, if it was involved when I arrived at the castle...
Well.
As soon as I gave him a curt nod, he leveled his spear.
I knew you would...
He roared with laughter, eyes fixed. You mentioned a plot against it. Suddenly, the man wasn't laughing anymore. So Sovan's instincts had been right. There had been someone eavesdropping on our conversation. Still, the discussion to eliminate it had occurred. This is all a misunderstanding. Galanza snorted and readied his... I knew the type. Too proud to... All right, Buster. Your funeral.
Step on up! It's time for the death match of your lives! You better bring it!
Don't expect me to go easy on you.
Nobody paints a target on its head and gets away with it. You can take your reasons and don't bring your trash into my side of Eternal!
Between the eyes!
See if you survive!
That was nothing! You're done! Over here! Now where was I? Our crew! Now where was I? That was nothing! Turn for some arrows! You're done! Now where was I?
How fast are you?
Picture the arrow.
Let's try that again!
Oh no! Now where was I?
Over here!
Gotcha!
That was nothing!
You are so...
the arrow. Here's again. Just try to run. Focus. Punch through.
You like a punch! Don't disappoint!
For someone in such hot water, you don't seem to feel the heat at all.
Picture this. Back to it. Picture this. Picture the arrow. You're done.
Come back to Papa. You're Maso.
Between the eyes. No mercy. Now where was I? Here goes. Time's up. Let's see you run. That's nothing. No escape.
You're
That was nothing. Center. Eat this. Center your breathing. Taste defeat. Wipe them out. Picture the arrow. Gotcha. Over here.
It's been a blast. Hoorah! We're through. Storming death.
Between you can't be. Have you considered surrendering?
Nice try. It wasn't that to break me.
Confound it all. I take no pleasure in watching a beat down from the sideline. Now where was I? You're mine. Blood. Arrows of annihilation. Asteroid Jaeger. Magliel, commander of the Sword Veil. To arms!
Who invited you?
I'll be waiting later. Focus on the monster before us.
Ooh, another rabbit has entered the fray.
Income. My
Hey, got your blades in order?
But of course.
If it can break, yeah!
And we shall break it. Come, let's end this.
Silver Veil's gone!
You can't get caught in that.
Picture the arrow. Time's up. If you've been so kind.
I got you, Maggie! Got you in my
I got you now.
Got you now! Hey, answer me this! Why?
Perhaps for the same reason why you're here, Galanda. It is like a kid brother in your eyes. I'll be damned if I did nothing to stop him from being murdered.
Head straight!
Between the eyes. Now where was I? Here goes. My through. Just catch your breath. I can still fight. Pick your mouth. Right. We better stay cautious. Picture the arrow. Taste it. Oh no, back to.
It's nothing compared to his suffering.
A wounded beast is doubly dangerous. I must be extra vigilant. Picture the. Now where was I? Oh no! Time's up. Picture this. Center your breathing. Just catch your breath. It's not over yet. You're mine! Blood! Arrows of annihilation! Asteroid Dagger! Back to it! Pick it! Catch your breath. It's not over yet. Center your breathing. That was nothing. I see right through. Over here. Picture the end. No escape. Center. Picture this. Here. I can still fight. Just catch your breath. Center your breathing.
One more time!
Let's not leave them wanting. Now for the encore. Circus of arrows.
Back it up! This show's over!
It's not over yet.
Step on up! It's time for the death match of your lives! You better bring it! You
Time for me to go easy on.
Yeah?
All right. We've got.
I see. I like it. Oh. You have to push your limits. There's always room for improvement. This should do the trick. You have to push your limits.
Come to view the requests? What do you think? Would you take this one? Please be careful.
The light of hope will not die.
Better act quick before they run!
Let's see what you got. Once more. Be gone. Enough. Enough. Fall. Weak. Oh yeah. Take the foot. You're through. Enough. Now, they're all mine. Great teamwork.
All right. More like that, please.
No. Curse us. Back door. Healing light.
Fight's already won.
Don't let them escape!
Nice hustle, team.
And I can still keep going.
You're through. Once more. Gone. It's not over yet.
Surprise.
Look at the size of that fool Losses! Don't let it escape!
Into the light. Enough. Fall. Over here. Enough. Enough. Fall.
Here's a gift!
Oh yeah. That's the foot.
Weak. Hold the line.
Good timing.
Enough.
Thought you had me? Let's see what you got.
Be gone. Together now.
Fine. You got
How's this?
That hidden power of yours is impressive.
I've honed it. Perfected it to protect this crew.
Red fall! You're through. Once more. No way out. Healing light.
Nice one.
Heaven tremble.
Slide leg, right? Up to it!
Thought you had me?
Fall! Wretch! Weak!
Oh, look.
Into the light! Enough.
One and gone.
Here goes. Pierce them.
Fall!
Go, go, go! Extra punch!
You're through! Fall! Hold the line.
Appreciate it.
Wretch!
Here's a gift! Last push! Make sure you hit the ball!
Once more. On the offensive!
They're mine! Look at the size of that foot! Now that was a blast! You were amazing!
Not too shabby. Ready for some action? Welcome! Welcome again! A sigil for every situation, or your money back. Some exceptions may apply.
Got an order? Want your weapons tempered? I'll unlock its hidden potential. Your weapons won't betray you.